what you think about when you're born into a fire.
And a very good day, everybody. I couldn't find my mouse to turn the music off. So, yeah, lots more changes to the bus and lots more changes to my simulator. And I've got a keyboard sticking in my back. Give me 1 second here. All right, that's better. Yeah, sorry, I've been moving desks, moving computers, moving bits and pieces all over the place. I've even got different glasses on, so hopefully I'm not going to get a sore neck like I was getting yesterday staring up at the monitor screen. So, as I said, it's Jim here with another stream of the bus version 1.2. And rather than doing a lot of talking up front, let's get moving, and hopefully it'll drive a wee bit better than yesterday. And see where we are. I've lost my mouse again. There we go. Alrighty. So what I'm probably going to do today, yesterday I was testing it out, the beta patch 1.2. I was testing it out and it looks great at night. I tell you, it looks absolutely wonderful at night. There are a few stutters in it, in the game, that I never had before, but that's okay. Again, it's still early access. So if you have a look there, it's got the bus, it says free play setup. There's still a lot to the bus that I haven't even touched yet, I tell you. But I like to keep it nice and simple, especially with all the issues that I've had with the computers, or my computer rather. Alright, so we're going to keep it on dynamic scenery. Let's do a tour. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a tour away from the airport. And the reason that I'm suggesting that is that the map itself had a few problems, had a few bugs in it, and there was always a place where I would get cut off, and I noticed yesterday that that was fixed too, and I want to try it in the opposite direction. And again, like I said, this is an early access simulator at the moment, so let's do that. The depots are still not available, and that's fine. So we're going to start at Alexanderplatz and head towards the airport. So let's get started, I guess. And yeah, I want to do it a wee bit earlier in the day. Because yesterday we did, I'm not quite sure, 8 or 9 o'clock at night in October, and it looked grand. It looked very, very good. Even the people on the stream could notice that there was a huge difference in the graphics quality. So I'm not quite sure I'm clicking buttons here. Let's do that. There we go, 10:42 in the morning. And again, we got dynamic scenery. So one thing I didn't do was check the controls. So fingers crossed everything's all working here. So I think we're good to go. Like I say, we've still only got the one map at the moment. Who knows what the future's going to hold for this? But at the moment outside, it looks like there's storms coming. And if that happens, I'll probably have to stop the stream actually. The dogs, they get in a little bit of a panic. So route completed, next route, TXL. Is this a continuation from yesterday? I don't know. Let's click some buttons and see what happens. Okay. So where are we? Oh, in fact, I need to get the keyboard. Give me 1 second. I'll left the keyboard on the other desk here. There are so many bits and pieces that you have to get organised when you're streaming, and I always tend to forget something. Right, okay, hopefully that's me settled now. Anyway. Right, so what's going to do, let's have a quick look around here. So that works, that works. So right, let's get on the bus then, I guess, and let's see, hopefully everything's all working. I need to reduce the mouse sensitivity a wee bit as well, that's going around way too quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's always a little bit of trial and error. I forgot everything set up, but that's not the problem with the simulator, that's the problem with me. So, what are we going to do? Let's have a quick look at the map and see, make sure it looks okay. Excellent, okay. And one thing I did realise that I still have not set up the to be able to see the mouse, but it's not a big deal. So here we are down at Alexanderplatz, and our destination there is up at the airport. So again, it's a reverse route, and it actually does look like it's all correct again. So that's excellent. Anyway, let's get the bus moving. So first things first, we need to get the trip computer working. And one of the updates, no we don't, first things first is actually start the engine. Ignition key in. And there we go. And Diesel Dan, Diesel John. It sounded like I was going to sing your name then, mate. Welcome, my friend. I tell you what, I don't know if you saw the changes yesterday, but man, the graphical changes in this is absolutely outstanding. Kendra, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. I'm trying out the bus during daylight hours today, and straight away the sky that used to get blown out, it is a lot clearer, a lot more atmospheric. So I'm actually heading towards the airport. But thank you very much, both of you, for joining me here. I had a little bit of a kerfuffle there when I had the keyboard on the wrong desk, and then I had a keyboard sticking in the back of me, but hopefully we're all sorted. And the keyboard seemed to be working. Let's see if the accelerator works. So now we can actually get the trip computer working. Trip 21899, 2180. Let's see what it did there. So I reloaded the game and it looks like it's went back to default keys, which is not what I wanted. So when I was pressing the numpad, it did a lot of things that I didn't want it to do. So I'll get to that in a minute. Let's put the code in 21899. And again, that's not the fault of the simulator. That's the fault of me not checking before I actually got in here. So, four-way hazards. What's the hazard like? Well, that works. Excellent. Yeah. Don't know if you can hear that engine noise. You can probably hear it when the doors open. Let me open the doors, actually. I'm hoping that the pedals are working today. I'm hoping that they're working. Anyway, shut the doors and let's see what happens if we move, actually. So, like to program. Good day to you, mate. Good morning from sunny Southern California. Yeah, you know what, it's down here in the Midwest, and for those of you not American, they call this part of it the Midwest. It's basically about a third of the way west into America. It's south of Chicago, about 12-hour drive, but they call it the Midwest. It was the gateway where the settlers came and settled here, and then for some reason they said this was a gateway to the west. That's why we have an archway as the symbol for St. Louis. A little bit of a useless information there. So yeah, I hope you're having a good day there up in Southern California, mate. So Kendra says, relaxing weekend planned. So I'm good. Unfortunately, I went asparagus hunting at 4 shops today, 2 hours wasted. Really? I would never have thought that asparagus would have been one of those things that we'd run out of, actually. What else do we have? Yep, Diesel John, excellent. Scotland Comet Project. Man, this is indeed wonderful, my friend. This is very, very nice to see you, mate. How's your flying going? For those of you that don't know, Scotland Comet Project used to be Scotland 737 Project, I think. He has thousands of hours in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Maybe not 2,000, but I know he was heading up towards that direction. If you ever want to watch any of his, I think he's got some videos out there on YouTube as well. So go show him some love and pop on over there. It's mainly real life aircraft, but great to see Scotland. I'm back in the bus again, and this is version 1.2, which is the beta update 1.2, and I'm hoping. In fact, let's the brake off. Hey, we're moving. Wow. And as I said on yesterday's stream, there are a few problems with this at the moment. It's still very early access, but I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So what have we got? Scotland says, been off it for 2 weeks, just had a wee break. Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. You probably put more hours than a real life pilot. I'm serious, man. I tell you, a lot of respect there. A lot of respect. Diesel John saying hello to Scotland. Darren, yeah. It's hard to believe that we all have real names outside of this. Oh, I get you, Kendra. Kendra says it's cold, so the harvest every day is a wee bit low. Got you. Got you. Well, this is excellent. Very, very kind of you all to stop by. And oh, Dan, you will be impressed, mate. I have got the steering wheel sorted out. You know, like I kept saying, it was oversteering and understeering. I had it set up on the previous version, and after the beta 1.2, I thought, okay, let's set it back to default. And man, it's smooth. It's smooth. My driving, not so much. But look at this. No understeer, no oversteer. It is perfect, mate. I tell you, I'm seriously loving this, you know. Seriously loving it now. And I say that almost every trip, don't I? I say that almost every time I jump on the bus about how excited I am with this. Yeah, I tell you what, mate, it's all the old friends are here, all our good friends. So, which button? Open the doors, that's the button. And look at that. Okay, you know that I'm saying, I keep talking to Dan in specific, but for those of you that know, I've got the Logitech heavy machinery controller, and I know you've got it, Scotland, and I know I've told Dan about it, and I've actually got the joystick set to view now, because I don't really want to use Track IR. And I mentioned that before, when you're streaming, Track IR can be a little bit disruptive, especially the way that I'm looking up at the OBS stream and I'm looking at the thing. So I've actually got the twist in the middle on the analog joystick to do my views. And I've got all the buttons set up on there as well, you know. And this is so much smoother than me trying to use the buttons on the wheel. So I tell you, as I say every time, I'm really excited. This is actually very, very cool. So Kendra says she's good. She just doesn't like real people at the moment. I think, yeah. I people just ruin things for people, don't they? But I'm hoping this comes out okay, because I know yesterday on the stream people were saying how good the graphics were looking compared to, you know, relatively speaking, to the first beta patch. And they've done so much to this. They have done so much to this. And I'm loving it. Honestly, look, I can glare, and I don't know. This to me, I've got now the ideal setup. I now need to see if I can use this Logitech heavy machinery controller. And I know, Darren, you use it for the farming simulator too, don't you, mate? And I mean, that's what it's meant for. That's exactly what it... Oh, I anticipate the bad driving there. Does that mean I'm a better driver than I was yesterday? Yep, can't get any worse, as they say. But I saw your comment, Diesel John, about getting motion sick with the Track IR. And yeah. And Darren says it is made for it. So, but I'm truly loving this now. Well, I was loving it yesterday. I'm still not obeying the speed limits, but look at the yellow signs up there. And I know Kendra's hearing a repeat performance of yesterday's stream, but those yellow signs were not there before. Look at that. Look at all this control. So many buttons. So Diesel John said he's just done 1,000 mile trip. Wow. In ETS2. That's definitely on my bucket list, mate. I've done a few streams on ETS2, but I need to get some more. So Diesel John says no Track IR. Yeah, like I said, I saw your comments, mate. That's, yeah, I don't know. To me, when I'm flying a flight simulator and I've got Track IR, I don't have a fixed point anymore. You know, the screen in front of me is moving and trying to click on buttons and look at things, but it's not for everybody. But look at the traffic lights. Sorry, Kendra, repeat again. I could have just recorded the audio from yesterday. The amber is now amber on the traffic lights. Little things, you know, little details. And I'm not one to say that it ruins the immersion. You know, I'm not one of these people that go, well, everybody knows that you can't do that, it ruins the immersion type. And that sounded rude, I do apologise. But you know what I mean? It's like I'm sitting behind a desk. I know it's a simulator, you know. It's, yeah, my apologies if that sounded rude. I mean, you know, everybody plays this the way that they want to. You can tell it's on the Unreal Engine as well. You can tell it's on the Unreal Engine because of the way that the leaves... Now, where am I? Oh...
Staatsoper.
I'm glad I saw that. The way that the graphics move, but so far it's not been too jittery. So let's see if I've missed anything. Ah, right, Kendra was asking what ETS2 is, and Diesel John said it was Euro Truck Simulator. It's another driving simulator, and I've got a lot, and I know over the past few streams some people had never heard of the bus and they've actually bought it. Kingsman actually bought it, and then on one of my tram sim streams, a couple of guys actually said they'd never heard of that either. So I do seem to be streaming things that are not obscure but not as mainstream, no pun intended, you know, like the flight simulator stuff and the first person shooters. But I know that the more I do the simulator, these driving simulators, the more I'm actually enjoying them, getting more immersed in it. Oh, they're turning. Yeah, I still haven't been able to see all the road speed signs. I think I'm probably too focused on trying to drive in a straight line. But yeah, I don't know if you can see how excellent my driving is today. It's definitely definitely an improvement, if I say so myself. Greetings, hello. Right, we go. It's definitely an improvement on what I had before, shall we say. Yes, so Scott Project said is the bus on Steam. Yeah. It's in early access, and the only way you get the updates is if you choose. It's called beta. Rather than putting a version, it just says beta. And but if you put it on that, then you'll get all the beta updates. It's about, I think it's like $23 American at the moment. I'm not too sure what it would be in pounds. Maybe £23 perhaps. Did I miss it?
Friedrichstraße.
That's something I've noticed. They've actually turned the girls' audio up, and I was doing that myself on the stream, but I think I might need to turn it down again. But I like it. You can hear the announcer, the announcer rather. But yeah, whoa! Stop there, James. Well, let's have a look and see what Kendra said. So Kendra says in Germany you drive to the white line before the traffic light. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I noticed that actually. I didn't see the stop sign until it actually crossed over that white line. Yeah, it's a bit like keeping the junction free. I get that completely. So sometimes that line has electric wires that recognise you standing there and operates the traffic lights. Nice. Oh. Hey, we're good to go. Okay. I'm seriously liking the addition of this Logitech controller. It's really making this nice. And I still am going to build my button box. I've got all the parts for it, and it's going to sit across the yoke instead of at the side here. But I'm still... Oh, that was me getting close to him. Dude. Yeah. You know what? He was in front. He did have right away. Alrighty. So I'm going to check and see how late I am. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Bear with me a moment. This here, time-lapse waiting time. I don't know why it has that. But what it does is it gets the schedule and the bus in sync. Because let me show what we're looking at the moment. If you have a look, sorry. And again, I need to get the mouse cursor so you can see it. But if you look at the GPS at the bottom right, it says Brandenburg Tor departure 1308. And then at the bottom left of the GPS, it has the time 10:52. So they're basically not in sync with each other. So I need to go hit that button. So Kendra, what's the lady saying? In a city you drive 50 kilometers per hour. Any other speed limit is indicated with traffic signs. Okay, so it's expected that you're doing 50, and if it changes, you know what, Kendra, that is awesome. That's probably why I've not been seeing the speed signs for 50, but I've been seeing 20 and 30. So Kendra says the only exception is a traffic cammed area, big blue sign with playing children on it. Okay, cool. Diesel John said he's starting to miss Train Sim. Yeah, you know what, you need a bigger desk, mate. I've seen your desk. What you need is a bigger desk, and then you can have all your controllers out, so whenever you need them, you can just plug them in. Yeah, I'm trying to get you to spend money. Yeah, Diesel John has never forgiven me for introducing him to Train Sim. It's waving goodbye to the money. So, and I'm in the trees. Right, so let's get going. So we're in a 50 then, obviously. Yeah, I'm in the wrong lane. But I tell you what, I'm really impressed. Yeah, I noticed that, mate. Your monitor setup is excellent. The only reason I don't do that is, I don't know, when you're streaming, you have to look at so many different things. And a month ago, I'd never actually planned on streaming at all in my life, ever. And that was a lot of negative no's there, but I'd never actually planned on doing a stream. And I'm in the wrong lane again. Seamus, me lad. When you're turning right, get in the right lane. But yeah, I like your setup, mate. And but I'm really liking what I've got set up here with a single monitor. And again, it's not you've got a faster computer system than me. And I don't know. Right, so watch this. I'm hoping to get round here without ending up on the other side of the road. I clipped the curb, but that's okay. But look at that. You know, I'm extremely impressed with the changes. Now, I don't know if they made the changes or I just had it set up wrong initially, but I know when I tried to calibrate the steering wheel, that was the best setup at the time. Yeah, and I do need to turn the lady's voice down there. Just a wee tad, make it balanced with the rest of the game. But I'll read your comments. Yeah, you know what, John? I'm really... Okay. I need a little button that I press every time I say impressed. So, but I'm really pleased with, you know, it doesn't have that little twitch that it did before in the middle. Now it's smooth driving, you know. So, and I didn't set the reset, did I? So let's do that now, and then I'll... Time-lapse waiting time. Again, I don't know why we need to do that, but if you have a look now at the bottom on the GPS, it says departure 13:10, arrive 13:09, so at least now the time is back up. Oops. And we're good. Perfect. Shut those doors and get going. I would have thought there would have been more traffic at this time of the day, but I know at rush hour, for those of you that have not seen the stream before, rush hour, it's extremely busy, and it's nicely done. Right, 30 kilometers an hour. Excellent, I saw that one. Kendra, I tell you what, that tip that you gave me about the speed signs, that was getting on not my nerves, it was getting me a little bit confused, thinking, how do I know when it changes? All I'm seeing is 30s and 20s. Now I know why. So thank you. Thank you, that's an excellent tip. And I did say that I would never call out Lidl again, but there's Lidl. It's like calling out yellow car. But really, the changes that they've made to this, and I might bring them up again in a wee bit for those of you that weren't on the stream yesterday, just out of interest, because a lot of people don't buy beta games. They wait until they come out. But I love this. I'm more than happy to say that this is extremely enjoyable the way it is at the moment, and it can only get better. So if you have a look at the mirror there, you can see the people getting on and sitting down. That was an addition that they made. Before, they used to just teleport onto the bus. So they've actually changed that as well. Oh, get in a straight line, James. Right, let's get going. Wow, I'm actually early. I am actually early. Something went yellow then, and I don't know why. Oh, went to 15, that's why. And I missed that. 15, James, not 5. Come on, hit that throttle. Oh, right, that's why it went yellow. I was speeding. So Kendra says, no problem. After every intersection it's repeated, if it's a different speed except 50. Got you. Otherwise it's automatically back to 50. Cool. That's another thing that I'm loving about this, is you're learning, like, as we all know, that yellow diamond now that I keep pointing out, and I love the fact that we're learning about the different styles of driving, the different speed signs, and thoroughly enjoy it. So I haven't seen any of my bots show up on the stream yet, so let's have a look. What time do we have? No, maybe in a few minutes. Again, it's one of those things that, you hear Murphy talking about the bots broken again. I think it's okay. I trust you guys. All right. Yeah, see, they do still pull out, even though I'm on the priority road, but it's an observation, not a complaint. Because people in real life do that all the time. But yeah, so what else to say about this at the moment? Well, the fact that my steering now actually resembles someone who can actually drive a bus, I'm really pleased. Absolutely impressed with the way that this is going at the moment. And I know Kingsman yesterday was asking about what other routes there would be out there, and really the developers are keeping fairly quiet about that. I think they want to get this up and running, and but who knows, I mean, it's based in Berlin, that's all we have at the moment. You're not at the white line. Oh, okay, yeah. You're talking about for the detector things, are you? Just my bad driving. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's implemented. I know that they have a traffic camera that is not yet implemented. Now, normally I oversteer that like crazy, so again, I think I got a good working control system. Yeah, there's a lot I'm not doing with this. The actual IBIS, the actual computer system on the bus you can use as well, but unless I can control it with a keypad, I don't really want to be jumping. I can look down here maybe. No, that's the ticket machine. What else do we have? Was there another one, or am I thinking of the tram? I'm thinking of the tram, aren't I? Never mind. Let's get forward and then let's get the doors open. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. Kendra says perfect. We will get there. Oh, right. Dude. Somebody's actually buying a ticket. Right, single ticket AB, single ticket AB. And, another thing that I pointed out on yesterday's stream is that this is so much clearer than it has been. You can actually read it now. I'm very, very impressed with it. I was looking for... I thought there's a computer system on here other than this, but I think it's on the tram. I've been bouncing between the tram and the train, and yet again, I got myself confused. So have a look. Yeah. Oh, there's that thing. I wonder if it does anything. No, so at the moment it doesn't look like any of the buttons are clickable. I'm going over it with the mouse. So I think at the moment, yeah, that's just a display. So, oops, where are we? Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else on here like that. Yeah, I think I'm mistaken actually, Kendra. So, yeah, no wonder you're asking what I'm looking for. But yeah, this is a first. I'm a minute ahead of schedule. Totally surprising. I'm still getting used to steering more than I have been, and I've got 90 hours in the bus now, so I need to just get used to the fact of using the steering wheel more to get around a bit around the turns, you know.
Hauptbahnhof.
Oh right, so the Streamlabs bot is working. Excellent. Don't jinx it. Yeah. Oh, and I always hate this corner. You know what, James? Slow down. There's no race here. Yeah, and you see the little jitters there? Let's say that's not on the stream. That's the simulator itself, but that's fine. Oh, and now I've got, it's a bit like buses, I've got two Streamlab bots showing up at the same time. Just like buses. I set them for, 30, 35 and 40 minutes. So I'm not quite sure why they both showed up there. Never mind. It's all good. It's a bot, it's allowed to do its own thing. But yeah, I just added the second one because it shows the commands you can use in the stream. Alright Dan, you take care my friend. Good to see you mate, take care. And I think somebody wants a ticket. Yeah, there we go. 380, okay, 20. Where is it? There we go. Okay, single ticket ABC. Yeah, I think I'm just not used to driving up to the white line at the moment. Too busy nattering. Single ticket AB. But thank you, Kendra. Seriously, I appreciate your words of wisdom. There we go. Printing ticket. Excellent. So I haven't seen you playing the Farm Simulator for a while, Scotland Project. You still running on that, mate? But yeah, Kendra, I think you're going to be my official driving instructor here. Okay, pull up to the red line, or pull up to the white line. You're in a 30, you're in a 20. Because my observation needs to be a little bit better. What's going on here? Hey, squeeze through that one nicely. Well, let's get through first. There we go. But I think this is the best I've ever driven. And I'm not saying that to be big-headed by any means, but I haven't actually run into anything so far. No, you know what, Kendra? No, honestly, it's no. The information you're given is well accepted. I was going to say appreciated. I'm going to say appreciated. It's appreciated. No, you know what? Some of us are detail orientated. I'm not. But it's not a problem, you know. You know, like if the colour scheme is a fraction out, things like that. You know, it's each to his own. You know, each to his own. And it's always the intent, Kendra. Your intent is just to give me advice. You're not sitting on my shoulder nagging me, you know. So it's very much appreciated, Kendra. I hope, like I said, you're having a good day, you know. See, the only thing I'm worrying about at the moment, and I say worry, but it's my little doggies. They get petrified when there's a thunderstorm, and man, we have some huge thunderstorms here, I tell you. It's So everybody knows Scott. He lives down in Texas, and I live in the Midwest, and it's all part of the Tornado Alley. And when the storms come flying, they come flying. And the poor little doggy, he just shakes and shakes and shakes, and nothing I do. I sometimes have to stand outside in the rain with him, and I'll do that just to calm him down, you know. So if I hear thunder coming through, then I'll probably stop the stream. Got to look after the little guy, you know. But yeah, this is a very smooth ride, I tell you. Annalisa would be impressed.
U-Bahnhof Turmstraße.
But I'm seriously hoping this comes across as nicely as I'm seeing it here, because this is really an enjoyable drive today. I'm relaxed into it a bit more. Yeah, Kendra says that her doggies hate fireworks. Yeah, we have during the holidays here. We live in the Midwest, as I've said. It's people let off shotguns instead of fireworks. It's yeah, you know. So my little doggy has to put up with a lot of noise, and it's slightest thing, and he starts shaking. His name's Gizmo, and here's the thing: we had 3 Shih Tzu dogs, and they were all called Gizmo by the previous owners. They were all rescue dogs. So I called one of them Gizmo Junior, the other one was Gizmo Senior, and the other one was just straight Gizzy. And that's differentiated between the 3 doggies. So this one's Gizmo Junior. He's getting on in years a little bit, little guy, but don't like to see him frightened, you know. Do what I can, you know. But yeah, I'm loving those yellow signs, even if they are flickering a wee bit. Now this is another one of my pet hate junctions. Let's see how I do with this turn. And I know that the graphics on the car is flickering a wee bit, but that's fine. No, the dog lives indoors, but sometimes he just likes to be outdoors just so he can feel safe. It's a strange thing, you know. Instead of hearing the noise from outside coming in, he's out there, and he's a bit more relaxed. And I'll stand there with him with an umbrella, you know. Right, so let's see how this turn goes. Wow. Full control. Wow. Nice. It's amazing how having the control setup can actually add to the simulation. This is very nice. This is very nice indeed. I know the last time I streamed this with Diesel Dan, he was actually naming all the cars that you could see out there. I just recognise them as cars. This is totally like a new simulator. Yeah, I did say totally. But I'm wondering where all the traffic is. It's 1 o'clock lunchtime in the middle of the day in Berlin. I never actually checked what day it was though, so I'll have a look at that in a minute as well. Mercedes, yep. Yeah, that's about the total extent of my recognition. It's a Mercedes. A lot of people. Excellent. And I'm still on time. This is totally, and I've just said totally again. Totally unlike me. 17th October 2021. Yeah. Wonder what, oh, Sunday, that was it. Yeah, even it's right in front of my nose. It even tells you on the GPS. Sunday. There we go. Oh, car. Come on, dude. I'll let you through. Sometimes you don't see what's right in front of your nose. And like I said, I'm not the most observant of people with things. Alrighty. I know you can open the window. Dare I risk trying to open the window? Let's try it without making everybody motion sick. There we go. Let's see how that sounds for a little bit. If the noise gets too loud, guys and girls, just let me know and I'll close the window again. But I think I've managed to disconnect the horn with the starter. Let's see if I... Yeah, yesterday I had the button connected to the starter and the horn, so every time I started the engine, the horn went off, but... Excellent. So I'll read your comment in a moment, Scotland. Bear with me then, my friend. What's the weather like over there in Scotland at the minute? So the engine sounds a little bit different.
Turmstraße, Beusselstraße.
But that could be just through my headphones at the moment. So now I've got a working steering wheel. I could probably actually read that comment, to be honest. So Scotland said he's got a VW ID3. It's a great car to drive, so quiet and loads of space inside. Nice. Oh, raining a lot, mate. Cool. It's Scotland for you, mate. What, you know? There, that's a better noise. You can hear it now. Diesel engine. So Scotland said, lovely car. Unfortunately, where I am, the infrastructure isn't there. Yeah. Yes, that's the thing about any new cars, mate. You know, it's I know a couple of people that have got electric cars and or hybrids. It's getting there. I wouldn't want to replace the battery, but you know, it's one of those things. It's the way forward, I think. It's the way forward. And I'm not saying electric, but you know, variations on petrol and diesel. And I'm going to shut that window actually. I seriously think this is the best drive I've done. And I think I can do a button for the windows as well. There we go. Okay. So let's see what they want. Okie dokie. Single ticket EB. Single ticket EB. Excellent. And I've got a button. There we go. I don't know why I keep leaning on the keyboard. I've got a button that does that. So shut the doors. And away we go. Man, if I keep this up, I'm going to have a clear run, and that's a complete novelty. So this again was another one of my favourite corners. Use the word loosely. And there's a 30-kilometre sign. Excellent. So let's have a quick look at the map. Wow. Nice, and not a... We shall see. We shall see. I've made it so far without running into anything, shall we say. So Scotland says, yeah, it's not bad. I can charge from my home. Charge can last me over a week. Nice. Nice. And that's the thing. I mean, my journey, I was driving 2,500 miles for work just to get there and back. And there's no way I could have had an electric car. But my little Ford Focus, cracking wee car. Cracking wee car. It's got 149,000 on it from new. And right, so let's see. Alright, I'm watching the curb. Wow, I'm not used to the steering being so nice. That's perfect. Not my driving, but the steering wheel. I think I can relax a bit more and do that corner a wee bit quicker now. Really nice, and I'm speeding. But I know that once they get the in the simulator here, once they get the economics sorted out a wee bit, you know, and the speed cameras and a few other things, I think it's going to be very nice. White line, white line. Kendra's telling me white line. As long as I can see the lights. There we go. That's why I wasn't pulling up to the white line, Kendra. I couldn't see the white light. I couldn't see the traffic lights. There we go. I think that's a very good argument for my case there. There we go. White line. I tell you what, this is lovely. Oh, I don't know what that says. I don't even know if you can read it, but I'm sure it involves beer. So here's a question. Can you hear the music in the background? It's faint, but I wanted it. I think I mean, for my headset, it's too faint. And I might increase it a little bit. So let me know in the chat. That would be very kind of you. Okay, let's get through here. Yeah, it looks like the bot has woken up, and here we go, kebab stand. Goodness me, I'm a minute ahead. I tell you, this is going down in history. A minute ahead at the kebab shop. Alright, thanks Kendra. Oh, it's open. Wow, now look at that. That has never been open before. How cool is that? Little things, little attention to detail for the simulator. This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you kindly. Doner kebab. Man, that's one thing I do remember in Germany. Doner kebabs. Wow. Okay. And the Colonel's in the house. Colonel, you woke me up there with the bot doing its thing. Thank you very much, sir. You are indeed a star. And I will read that in a moment. I will read that in a moment, my friend. Whatever it is, it's always a good thing, mate, with you. It's you're a true gentleman, I tell you. Oh dear. Let's have a look-see. So Scotland Project is, oh my word, Octal Magician. There's an, oh my goodness me, Octal Magician. I don't think we've spoken before. Welcome, my friend. Let me go and have a quick. Oh, I can't. I was going to scroll through the chat. I do apologise. Let's have a look here. So, Colonel Fork is gifting subs to people. Absolutely wonderful, mate. Absolutely wonderful. This is awesome. I salute you back, mate. I salute you back. I hope the day is treating you well, Colonel Fork. And now what? Octal Magician is now falling. Thank you very much, Octal Magician. I hope you're enjoying this, mate. It's always good to see new people joining the stream. It's I generally stream things like anything that's got wheels on it at the moment. I might be streaming a helicopter sim in the future. I don't know. There's a lot of people doing some great stuff, the Colonel Fork included, and you know, with the flight sim stuff, and of course Two-Tone Murphy and Allison. So I don't know. I like all simming. But yeah, Colonel, a huge amount of improvement since the last update, mate. It's let me change lanes here. It narrows down a bit. And I've got the steering wheel sorted. They've got the graphics has been updated. There's a couple of glitches in the graphics I noticed yesterday, but the lighting is improved. Huge amounts, and this is only beta 1.2. So for the future of this sim is going to be amazing, I think. One thing that I would like to see is an improvement in the force feedback. You feel it when you run over the drain covers, or the other covers that are in the road and the drains, and of course when you run into things. But also when you run over cobbled stones. I did that yesterday, and the steering wheel shakes a lot. But when you're on a smooth road like this, there's no force feedback. But other than that, it's. And honestly, Colonel Fork, I tell you what, mate, I just thank you again. Seriously, it's really nice the things that you do for the whole community out there, mate. A true gentleman, I tell you, a true gentleman there. But yeah, I tell you, since I sorted out the steering wheel after the Beta 1.2, I'm driving like a pro. Trust me. Well, I say that. I'm driving like a pro. And Colonel Fork says he's just a regular Joe returning the kindness shown to him. And you know what? But that means a lot, mate. You know, people sharing the love. You know, sharing the kindness. You know, a lot of people don't do that. You know, and that's fine. You know, but you certainly, you know, you make sure that you know, you say thank you to people that are in the community with you. You know, and that's always appreciated. You know, it's all we can do, mate. It's just. Oh, let me get around here. I don't want to have an accident now. And that's me just moving the mouse. So again, I apologise that. I should have used my joystick. But you're just sharing the kindness, mate. And, you know, it's always nice to see. It puts a smile on people's face on a Saturday. Can't fault that, mate. But yeah, I'm actually 2 minutes... Well, I'm speeding now. But yeah, the steering now... There's none of that twitchiness that I had in the middle before. And I can actually look at the chat and drive in a straight line. And Kendra has been helping with some great tips as well in regards to the speed limits. I didn't realise that in a 50 it generally does not indicate 50. The only time you see a change is if it does anything outside of that. Or if there's a school sign, you know, a blue sign when there's school children about. And that was something I didn't know. So I learned something there. Oh, why am I slowing down? Right. But the one thing I like about this is they've actually made the bus feel rather sluggish. Before it was like you hit the accelerator and that voice, as I said, they've increased the volume on that, which I do need to lower a wee bit, I think. Oh, we're in a 30 and I missed it. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have storms down here, Colonel, so I'm not quite sure what it is up where you are, but hopefully nothing too major anyway. Now, which lane? I need that lane, don't I? But yeah, I can actually control the bus now. It's so much nicer than I was before. Still need to change the field of view back again, I think. Yeah, I need to change it just a little bit. Oh no, there we go. I need to set that as my default view. So, plus 10% speeds in real life is accepted. Yeah, you know, yeah, that's the same most places. I know it's when I was a policeman, I mean, like, unless you're going stupid, you know, otherwise you'd be pulling over everybody. Yeah, you know, I generally try and keep it under because I'm not in a hurry, you know. Right, so that's a bug. That speed sign you can see in the road, which is new, it says 30, but the GPS still says 50. So I'll probably report that back. White line. Kendra says white line. There we go. Yeah, and you know what, Kendra, there's a difference between aggressive driving and stupid driving. You know, and speeding within reason was never really a problem for me. But you can drive aggressively at 30 miles an hour. It's those are the ones that I worry about. I'm driving at 37 kilometers an hour, so I need to slow down and change lanes. Let's get behind the white car here. Man, I tell you what, this is incredible. I've got everything turned up on max, and it's looking wonderful. And the sky, you might notice the difference, Colonel, is that normally the sky would be completely blown out, but I think you can see there's a nice shade of blue. Wow, yeah, it looks like an aircraft just came in. Seriously loving this. Seriously. Nice, Kendra. Yeah, Kendra says she loves TXL. So this is actually in one of my other simulators. Is it the Tram or World of Subways? I can't remember now. But I've got another simulator that has Berlin in it. So Kendra says, unfortunately it's now over. Even lost the reserve standby. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, wow, look at that. I have finished. Wow, I am really impressed. I am really impressed. So let's see if I missed anything. I don't think so. If I missed anything in the chat. Octomagician, I do apologise. So how did you find me, mate? Were you looking at another stream or... I'm just curious, mate, you know? So Kendra says, on the right side, I dropped my friends off when coming from university. Okay, so it's got memories for you. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I hope they do something in... And I know people say it all the time, the simulators, why don't you do my hometown? But I would love to see the bus and some routes over in the UK, you know? And Cyprus, that's another one. I'd love to see Cyprus. Know that we've got Cyprus in Euro Truck Simulator, because I lived in Cyprus for a couple of years as well. And it's always nice to just see places that you recognise. So, oh dear. I had a listen to my stream yesterday, and I think I said so about 25 times. It's I think it's a Celtic thing, because I know the Irish say right so a lot, and I know that I've been saying so a lot. So I will try and limit it, because I'm sure it gets a little bit much after a while. So, oh dear goodness. Do you ever think I'm failing miserably? Yeah, one of the bus simulators, or Euro Truck Simulator, sorry, it has Cyprus in it. But I would like to see maybe a bus route in there as well. But yeah, I know Euro Truck Simulator with Pro Mods in there, and I think you can add Cyprus. So what is Octomagician? Likes the game and came across your channel. Thank you, Octomagician. I appreciate you saying that, mate, because I know on Twitch, I've only been streaming for just over a month, and I know on Twitch getting found is not the easiest of things to do, and so I appreciate you letting me know, my friend. That's very kind of you. Octomagician says, glad I did really enjoy myself here. You know what, my friend, that's why we're here. You know, without you guys and girls, it's me just playing in a bus, you know, and the interactions. I was going to say something with an S, seriously. I was going to say serious, but I'm really enjoying the interaction. Yep, I think I've caught up. So, oh dear goodness me. Keen, I need Keen here to count how many times I say so. Okay, let's do the next route if everyone wants to hang around. In fact, you know what? I'm going to change a few things. I don't think I could change the time of day here. No, I can't. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. And if you guys and girls want to hang around a wee bit longer, I'm going to take a short break and grab a juice, whatever, stretch your legs. I'll probably be back in a couple of minutes. And if you want to hang around, your company would be very, very welcome. I will be right back.
Have I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another
Alrighty. So, oh dear goodness me. Second word out my mouth was so, wasn't it? Never mind. One thing I'd like to do, and I've seen other streamers do it, is to actually just give a shout out. Oh dear me, I need to find another word. I want to thank the following, and I'll add everybody that subscribed today, but I want to just say that these people are all subscribed to the channel. So we've got Alison Johnson, Andy Brown 23, Blair Voyage, Colonel Fork, of course, he was number one. What a true gentleman there. Annalisa, of course, Ibuprofen, which is Kendra, Jay Winokur, Katie UK, Kingsman 9965, Magic 888, The Winged Llama, Two Tone Murphy, and Viper Strict 95. And everybody that got a subscription today, I'll add your guys and girls' name to the list. Thank you, Carol, for all the gifts that were out there. I hope you liked my little ticker that shows the names of the subscribers. What I did was actually put an opacity mask on top, and it makes it darker at the top and bottom, so it looks like it's revolving through. And again, you know, it's a little bit of a thank you. Right, there we go. I nearly said so, but I said right. But Octo Magician, honestly, he says he's really enjoying himself here, so thank you. That means a lot, my friend. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the time of day a wee bit. Don't have any real preferences, and like I said, the control mode, I mean, that's just self-explanatory. The vehicle, you know what, dear, do I? Yes, you know what, let's be a little bit adventurous. I was in the 18-metre bus, the Scania 18-metre once, and I didn't realise it. And I thought, I'm not driving that. But the bendy buses, for want of a better word, they bend in the middle. So it's not like trying to drive the 12-metre bus, which doesn't bend in the middle. In a sense, this should be actually easier to get around the corners, perhaps. So let's do it. Let's give it a go. Let's try the citywide 18-metre, you know. So instead of a 12-metre lump, I got two 9-metre lumps joined in the middle. So, excuse the technical phraseology there, but I'm thinking that might be a wee bit worth a shot, I think. Worth a shot. Right, dynamic weather. Ever since the Colonel and Annalisa suggested using dynamic, it really has become my favourite weather system. So I'm going to leave that for now. What I might do is change the season though. So we're in October. The only thing that I don't like is fog. But then again, it's like that in real life. So let's do, okay, someone in the chat, anybody, first one, pick a date and a day. Pick a month and a day, and let's just to start us off. So we're on October the 17th. If anyone, just anything random. If not, I will just choose one, but I'll give you a couple of seconds there to catch up. But if anyone wants to just suggest a date that for the sim. Nobody has a preference. Right, okay. Unless there's a bit of a delay, but that's fine as well. There we go. In German it's called Gelink bus. Direct translation would be joint bus. Ah, okay. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce Gelink. 15th of May. Thank you. Okay. 15th of May. Why not? Okay, let's do that. 15th of May. So let's see if the weather changes. The birthday of my dogs. As good a day as any. So let's do, now this is going to be summer, so let's try 7 in the morning perhaps. Oh no, let's do 6 o'clock. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit of fun, Kendra. Thank you for doing that. So we've got dynamic weather, the big bendy bus, or as you said, the joint bus. Dynamic weather, 6 o'clock, 15th of May. Let's give it a go. A little bit nervous of using the bendy bus. Just because the size of it, but the other day I was driving it, I didn't even realise because I was looking at the two buses and I left it on the joint bus. Right, well let's have a little walk actually. So let's reduce the, there we go. Don't like to make people motion sick. That's long. There again, it is 18 metres long, so And the stuttering is me moving the mouse. So do you pronounce the K, Kendra? Gellingbus? I struggle with that because I'm almost hyphenating it after the K. I'm just wondering about that, but yeah, that's a big bus. That's a big bus. You know what? Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. It's not as dark as I would like. You know what? If you guys and girls want to hang out, I'm going to change it because I wanted it a little bit darker, actually. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, my pronunciation probably not the best, for sure. So let's do that again. Let's try. I'm hoping that Germany does actually get dark in the summer. I know in Scotland. Oh, the C as in cat. Okay, cool. In Scotland, you know, in most countries, unless you start heading north, you have a dawn and a dusk. In Scotland, during the summer, there's no dawn and dusk because it never gets that dark. And it can be 11:30 at night, and you can still see. Not great, but I'm wondering. But Berlin's a lot further south, so let's try 4 o'clock in the morning. There we go. Let's try 4. It's probably going to be too dark now, isn't it? Yeah, 4:50. Let's give it a go. Okay. And you know what? It doesn't really matter. If this doesn't work out, we can try another one in a wee bit. Can you hear the audio at all now? Anything? The music? Nah, probably not. As you said, it was very, very low. You know what? That's dark, but that's fine. So let's have a quick... Wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. Light beams. Ha! You know what? I just want to check one more thing, guys. I do apologise. Let's check graphics. Okay, lens flare. Okay, so the lens flares are turned off. And while we're here, let's do one more thing, then we'll get started again. Audio. Effects. So I had never actually checked this, the announcements. Okay, so let's turn the announcement down. Just a wee tad. There we go. And let's accept that. And as I said, I've turned the radio off. Just because the last thing I need is a DMC strike on the channel. I was getting copyright claims on my YouTube channel. It was my own band playing the music. And after 4 copyright claims, it just become, I'm done with it, you know. So I just removed the videos. It was starting to get annoying. Okay. All right. So let's get on the bus and let's get going. Okay. I'm looking forward to this now, actually. Right, so ignition key in. Let's get moving. I love that sound. So, let's get the computer set up. Four two four nine 42490. Okay. Yeah, pay myself on YouTube. Yeah. It's funny, we released an album, and we don't do that because we might own the music, but it's, yeah, we share snippets of it, and that's about it, really. We don't share the whole thing. Okay. Excuse me. Should have muted it. Right, so what have we got? We got the times in sync, depart 4:50. Well, you know what, while we're waiting on the departure, let's have a wee look around. Oh, listen to that sound. Oh, look at the smoke. Oh, look at that. And there's the midges that normally fly around the lights. That's amazing detail. Look at it. Wow. My goodness me. And look at the shops. This is certainly one of my top simulators at the moment. Look at this. Look at that. You know what? Let's take a picture. If we can remember which button it is. There we go. Let's take a picture of that. I love it. So, high resolution, image quality, yeah, that's fine. Capture snapshot. I guess I could have turned the lights on in the bus, couldn't I? Where's the passenger lights? There we go. Passenger lights. Oh, that's the gears. Let's do the lights. There's the lights. High beam. Wow. I'm impressed. I am really impressed with this at the moment. Let's do another snapshot. Bear with me here. Oh, that's a terrible angle. Photographer in me tells me that's a terrible angle, but I don't care. But look at it, they've even got the tilt of the bus over, haven't they? And I know there's other options that I haven't even looked at yet. I know there's disabled ramps that you can operate as well. But I'm quite enjoying this at the moment, the way it is. Alright, let's get inside. Oh, that's too bright, isn't it? Oh, turn those off. Okay, so let's shut the doors. I'm going to leave a little bit early, I think. Line her up. And I do need to, I wonder if you could set the default view rather than having to do it manually, but there we go. So, forward gears, where's the horn? Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, there we go, up to the airport. So I want to thank everybody for hanging around today. It's extremely, very kind of you. And at the moment, this is even less traffic than there was earlier. But it's only 10 to 5 in the morning, so... I think next time I do one, I'll probably maybe try and pick rush hour traffic. That's probably going to be something I'll have a look at as well. In rush hour, this junction's a nightmare. And very, very difficult to get out sometimes. White line. You know what, Kendra? Your little tip has got me thinking now. You know, in Japan, you see the drivers of the trains and the trams and everything, they point at the signs. It's almost like it... She's still a little loud, isn't she? But they actually say that if you point at something, it reaffirms what you're looking at. And the fact that I see a white line now and I'm thinking about it due to your little tip there, it was like, yeah, it's forcing me to now actually realise I was stopping way back. So it's all good. It's all good. And bendy bus, I haven't broke it yet. I'm impressing myself. Nope, she wants a ticket. Alrighty. $3 ticket AB, single. Excellent. Perfect. Shut the door, and away we go. But TML Studio, the developers of the bus, they've got a huge history of developing different simulators in the past, you know, so they're not new to driving simulators, but this being the first intra-city simulator I think they've got, it's I definitely think that I'm going to be streaming Fernbus soon. I haven't actually done anything in Fernbus other than just start it up, but that's the one that goes from city to city, and I definitely think I need to give that a stream. I know when I was in it before, you could certainly see the routes, you know, of the bus from that. I think Fernbus came out about 4 years ago, perhaps. Oh, Brokers Casino down there. And one thing also, I'm still a little bit wary of those lampposts, but I'm not driving so close to the middle of the road as I was before. Yeah, slow down too much there. Where's my next stop? 400 meters. Okay. This is a little bit of a bad road, actually. And the thing is, they've actually made it feel difficult to drive on, you know, with the sharper bends and stuff. I think they've captured it nicely. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Here we go. I did try turning off the HUD with the indicators to show me where I need to stop, and I couldn't figure it out. Oh, now there's a problem. The cab light no longer comes on. Do you see that? Okay, bear with me now. Let me see if we can turn it on. Which one is it? Yeah, that's something. That was turning on before the 1.2 update. So definitely something I need to keep in mind here. Where is it? There we go. So it looks like they've introduced another bug, but that's okay. So Kendra says, no problem. I had adjusting problems in Canada at first. Traffic lights behind the intersection. My world was upside down. Yeah. Yep. And Kendra says it's the airport bus, not as many stops. Ah, okay. Plus it's very early in the morning as well. So 24-hour ticket AB, 24 AB. But when I get a chance and I'm not fixing computers or, you know, change, which seems to have, I've been doing for the past 10 months, it feels like. But once I've got everything all back up normal, hopefully I'll be able to get around to streaming a few more things. But yeah, I seriously love this. Look at the size of this. Absolutely incredible. And let's say I do love the lighting. You know, main beam, dip beam, where's the side lights and off. Nicely done, I say. But yeah, I agree with you, Kendra. Sometimes over here in America, you try to look at the lights and they're on the complete far side of this huge junction, and sometimes they're right on your face. It's there seems to be no real standard. Wow, look at those statues over there. And I'm using the mouse again, aren't I? I need to stop using that because it's very jerky. But that's one thing you can do, is get out the bus and go for a walk. But because I'm actually doing so well, look at that sky. Changing lanes. But because I'm actually doing so well, I don't want to stop and get out. Oh. Speed up there, James.
Friedrichstraße.
I think that must have been one of the things that they fixed, was the lady's audio, which is good. Just needs a little bit tweaking on my part, to be honest, to get it all working the way, or the audio a little bit lower. I want to make sure everyone could hear it, but now I think it's too loud. White line. It's all good driving. You know what I mean? It's all good driving practice. But the way the steering wheel is behaving now is very, very nice. There we go. That's better. Look at that. I even waited until they all sat down. How cool is that? I'm sure they were impressed. So let's stop here and I'll have a read of the comments in a moment. So what does Kendra say? If I recall right, only a few hundred meters of underground was missing to integrate the airport to the underground system. Ah, okay. I can't even tell why I am missing that airport, I guess due to history. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. That's good to know. So I might actually have the underground for Berlin then. And again, I can't remember, because you know a lot of it they'll actually complete the route perhaps. But I need to check. Because I know World of Subways, which I only just got last week after talking to Kingsman. And there's 4 of them. I know one of them is New York and one of them is London. And I just cannot, for the love of me, remember what the first two were.
S- und U-Bahnhof Brandenburger Tor.
I just cannot remember what they were. And the only problem, I tried streaming the London one, which was number 3, but it keeps crashing. It's a little buggy, and I just couldn't get it to work properly. But I think I'll stream it. You know, one of these days I'll stream it. Alright, see, wants a ticket. Thank you. Alright, 3 tickets, A, B. Away we go. Oh, incorrect. Single. Excellent. Thank you kindly. Shut those doors. Okay. Well, I'm a minute ahead. This is unheard of. And I'm in the bendy bus as well. This is unheard of. Seriously. Wow. Alright, let's jump outside, have a look. Wow, would you look at that? That is amazing. Let's get a picture of that. That is incredible. Oops, sorry about that. And like I said, there are still some graphical anomalies there you can see in artifacts and things, but it's all good. They're working on it. Right, so deep breath. Deep breath. So let's get the mirror. So I can see the edge of the bus. Hey, we're round. Goodness me. Wow. So between the steering wheel and keeping your speed down, I've impressed myself yet again. One thing that I have noticed with this is that the anti-aliasing isn't working too good. But that's fine. Nope, still got dresses on sale, or is that night dresses? I wouldn't know. Looks like a dress to me. Yeah, we were here yesterday, weren't we, commenting on the sale there? Alrighty. I think it's just me and you at the moment, Kendra. I think everyone's gone for their dinner. And I appreciate you hanging around. It's very kind of you. I know yesterday, or the day before, what day was it yesterday? Friday, yeah. I had Murphy on in the background. And while I was doing a lot of working on my computers. So I know a lot of people do that as well. Anti-question mark, says Kendra, system isn't working well. Yeah, you know, it's working fine. But what it is that the sharp edges of the building, anti-aliasing, what it does is it smooths that out. So the moment it's a little bit sharp, if you have a look at the edges, sometimes you get, it's called a Mori effect. And I can't really see it here, to be honest. You know, it's not that bad. Maybe it's the sort of thing you would see on a chain link fence, perhaps, you know, when you get that zebra patterns on it. So maybe it is actually working. Because again, don't forget I'm on a 55-inch television set. And, you know, it's pixelated a little bit. So that could be the problem, 30. Nice. And I need to stop slamming on the brakes when we hit 30. So that said 30 and the GPS said 50. There's a couple of minor things I need to report to the guys. But this is truly outstanding work that they've done on the graphics. I mean, look at it. You tell me that this isn't 5 o'clock in the morning in Berlin. You're on a smartphone. Aha. I am travelling the world on a smartphone.
Campus Mitte.
One thing I was reading on the developers Discord, is that people said that they were doing the same as me. They keep looking at the GPS to decide what speed they're going, rather than looking at the speedometer in the front. And I mentioned this the other day actually, and I'm still doing it myself. So I do need to watch it. But so far so good with the bendy bus. I'm enjoying this a lot actually. Whoop. And it was very nice to have that person join earlier. It said that they found me on Twitch, which was very nice actually. Okay, and another one. €2, ticket AB, thank you kindly. Okay, shut the doors and off we go. And one thing I've noticed is there's no real smooth way to get back to the front view. I'll show you what I mean. If I do that, it goes down and smoothly back up. But if you change the view, it sort of jumps back. That's the only two that I've found that it does that with. So if I change the view myself, in other words, if I do that and then hit the reset, that one, see, it just jumps back on its own. It's a shame I can't smooth that out a wee bit. And I'm speeding, I missed the 15. It's funny, I say that every time I hit this, you think I would remember by now that this is a 15. It says 30 there. How are we doing for time? Wow. 2 minutes ahead still. This is... In fact, bear with me a moment. Let me get everyone on and I'll carry on my thought there. He wants a ticket. Okay. Thank you, sir. $3. Give you 2 back. Single ticket AB. One thing that they did do was they adjusted the schedule. And... because what they were doing is at one point they were having people drive 3 kilometers in like 2 minutes. I'm thinking that's probably why I'm on time. Didn't spot the sign yet. Yeah, I think it was back there. Well, obviously it was back there. It's not in front of me. But so I think that's what they've done. They've actually, that was one of the things on the beta 1.2 information that they said they'd fixed, was the scheduling. And as they've only got the one route, very cool. I still need to figure out why I need to synchronize the clock, synchronize the time there. So there we are, back up to a 50. Nice. Where is he going? So that's interesting. He's across the junction. And we've seen that in real life as well, haven't we? Don't ruin it for me, dude. I'm in the bendy bus and he's just pulled across the junction. Oh dear, I might have to give him a wide berth, I think. But so far, yeah, I'm gonna do a right a wee bit and then a left. Otherwise, I'm gonna damage his bumper. Stay there, mate. All right, let's see if we can get round here without too much drama. Wow. Wow, this is seriously impressive stuff. Nice. This is becoming, he's irritated. Yep, you got it, Kendra. We see them all the time. See them all the time in a hurry to get nowhere. This is seriously enjoyable today. It's between the steering wheel getting fixed, I'll reword it, between me getting the controls sorted out better and the audio and everything else, it's extremely enjoyable now. And that's another thing they added, is that people can come and go on any of the doors that are open. Well, we've got a few minutes. Let me just show you what I mean. Look at that. You can see them walking to their seats. Do you see that? Wow. Oh, that's got to be a picture. That has got to be a picture. Absolutely, Kendra. She says a great dawn. Look at this. The advertisements and everything. Truly amazing what they've done here. So, let me. Okay. My outside walking isn't working properly. Or my outside camera. Let's get back in the bus anyway. Right. Okay. It looks like my Streamlabs is working. I got it to do a timer that sends out what commands you can use, so that's good. Because I know people were saying, "Hey, can you tell me what your Twitch channel is or what your YouTube channel is?" So it now shows up. Excellent. Okay, cool. And we're blabbing away. How are we for time? You see what I mean? Look at this. I'm a minute ahead. No, I'm not. I'm a minute behind. Let's get going. Okay. Oh, there we go. Priority road as well. I must admit that once I forget I'm in the big bus and just drive it. The stream has been live for 1 hour 33 minutes. Wow. One thing I have noticed is how quickly time goes. I know that on Murphy's stream or the Colonel's or Alison's, just watching the streams as well, the time flies by.
Hauptbahnhof.
Look at that sky. Look at the tops of the buildings. Right, so this is going to be another challenge for me. So let me see how I get round here. Slowly, preferably. Nice. Okay. Yeah, a little bit cagey there with the driving, but that's okay. I'm still in training. Sekindra says, okay, that is it. Was expecting Once Upon a Time. Oh dear. Scotland Comic Project, just Scotland. Scotland. You know how to get people emotional. You did it with the Colonel, and now you're doing it with me. My friend, what can I say? There's chills running up and down my back, mate. I am speechless. If I had a camera now, you would see me speechless. Yeah, I know that made no sense whatsoever. Scotland, hang on, Jeff. I said I'm still getting emotional with Scotland, who just tipped $250. I hope you guys in the chat just say a big thank you to Scotland, because he's really made my day. I'm serious. I'm sitting here and there's pig and chills running up and down my back, mate. I don't know what to say, my friend. And you know what? It's all true. You know when you see people saying how it affects them when you do something like that? You, aye, goodness gracious me, my friend. Oh, I tell you. Yeah, clap. Dude, you know what? You're another star of the community, mate. I tell you, you always make everybody just smile from one moment to the. Oh dear, I'm choking. Wow. Scotland, I just don't know what to say, mate. You know, I tell you, if there's anything I can do for you, I mean, I really, if there's something you want me to stream, there must be something I can do for you, my friend. But really, really big thank you. And what I started to say earlier is this is true. You know, when you see people getting emotional about it, it's like it's so unexpected. And you really have. You caught me by surprise. Wow. It will definitely go back into the channel, mate, and I'll use it for some DLC or something. And seriously, Scotland, anything you want me to stream, let me know. Anything I can do on the stream to help you out. If there's any, really, dude. Right, Jefferson, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Very, very nice to see you, mate. We've been going. I don't know. Kendra did the uptime there, and I can't remember what it was now. Just an hour and a bit. Yeah, absolutely, Kendra, and the simulator as well, and the simulator, mate. So something I have to do a dedicated stream just for you, Scotland. So really, I need to do some emotes as well, or emojis, or whatever you call them. I know that's a big thing with people. The only thing I've got at the moment is the little thing that says SM Gaming. You know, Seamus McNeil Gaming. But no, it's the very least I can do, Darren. Yeah, sorry, Jefferson. We're I'm still blabbing away here and just thanking Darren for all his support there, mate. But good. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. I hope everybody's doing well. That's the main thing. And I'm doing 100 times better than I thought I would. And I'm always a happy chappy anyway. But yeah, absolutely, mate. Great support. Darren's always he's another one of those stars of the community out there. You know. Wow. I don't care that I'm 3 minutes late anymore. No, I'm not. I'm 3 minutes early. I'm going to sit here and calm down. My word, my word. And Scotland said, oh, right, okay. He said, Scotland, this will get you loads of whiskey and shortbread, mate. You'll need it after all the driving. Just remind not to drink and drive. You know what? I just saw your comment there, mate. I'm just having a look at it. Absolutely. You know what? I will get a bottle of scotch and shortbread, and I will actually have a wee nip of it on the stream and just say a toast to Darren. At least you're talking. Yeah, you know what? I was watching Colonel Fork, and he was similar. He was like deep breath, because yeah, Darren, man. Yeah, and I tell you what, like I was saying, you know, if anyone wants to check out some real live videos, Darren's got some on his YouTube channel, and you know, go look him up. He's got some really interesting videos out there, and some of them had huge amounts of views. You know, aircraft taking off and landing up in Edinburgh and stuff. So, but yeah, honestly, mate, me and Darren, we need to get together off stream and just work out something that we can do as a dedication to, mate. And at the very least, yeah, epic. You know what? I'm still talking, but that's allowed. I mean, Murphy did the epic emoji. Is that what you call them, emojis? Emotes? I don't know what you call them. The little thing, and that was because of Darren and his flight around the world. And yeah, you never stop being epic. Absolutely. Right. Oh, and I'm not late. I'm late. I'm not early. I'm late. I'm actually I'm actually 5 minutes late. Let's get going. Yeah, at least I'm talking. I think that was, I'm not sure if you'd call that talking. And Jefferson, man. Goodness gracious me, you people. You people. And Jepson is paying forward the gift he got from Annalisa to Jepson. Oh, sorry, Ibuprofen and Kendra. Wonderful. So Scotland says, I'm hoping to start making videos on my VW ID3 like a vlog. Well, you know what, mate? I've got a Discord. If you... bear with me. Hang on a second. Right, I've actually got my other computer monitoring this behind me. If you want to join my Discord, mate, please, honestly, I've got a channel there that people can share their stuff. You know, please feel free to use it. You know, and again, it's the very least I can do, mate. So please feel free to jump over there. Alrighty. And I've not even looked at the map once today, have I? Just stay in the right-hand lane. Wow. I think my heart hasn't stopped beating there, mate, you know? Yep, Kendra, another star. I'm trying not to use Murphisms every time I open my mouth, and it's really difficult. Absolutely. But one thing that they did say they were going to add to the sim, look at the lights on the right, Squirrel. Sorry, if you don't know what squirrel means, it means like distractors, like, oh look, squirrel, if you've never heard it before. But they are going to add trams into this as AI. Kendra says she's normally too slow after Jefferson said, thanks Kendra, you beat me too, it was just logging into PayPal to subscribe. Wow. I love it, honestly, the love that you guys and girls show to the honestly, yeah. Isn't it funny, you can say you're speechless and never stop talking. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm going, I'm speechless and going, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. But trust me, the emotions are real. It's very humbling to when people do subscribe to the channel, when they follow, that's wonderful. And that's, you know, nothing is expected, and I know I'm repeating what everybody says because it's the truth. You know, it's when you guys subscribe to the channel and donate, I mean, my word, Yeah, and like I said, I've only been streaming it just over a month, and it's you guys and girls that make me want to do more of this. Really, and yeah. Yep, so, yep, speechless and don't stop talking. There we go. I can pay for some new wing mirrors, actually. Let's get round here. Wow, this steering is so clean now. I'm not having to oversteer it because of understeer. This is nice. Yeah, and when something gets me like excited, like the steering wheel, you'll find that I repeat myself a huge amount. But look at that! Look at the lighting. It does.
U-Bahnhof Turmstraße.
It looks a little bit harsh, but you know what? Again, this is only beta 1.2. So Kendra says we can feel the emotions. Yeah, absolutely. That is the gift that is the gift. That is a gift to deliver that through speech and voice. Absolutely. Yeah. Man, I'm over the moon today. Really. What time is it? It's back at 2. Absolutely over the moon, you guys. Yeah, I'll pay for my truck sim fines. Mind you, I've gone through a lot of wing mirrors in this simulator to start with. When I was using the Xbox controller, which is really good, my left thumb just could not... Oh, I need to straighten up the view there, don't I? My left thumb just could not control it well enough. Kept, you know, like I said, I got shaky left hand, and but look at the buildings. I tell you, I'm really loving these yellow signs. And I know they have a name, they're not called yellow signs, but I'm really really loving the road signs. Man. Wow. And for those of you that went on the stream, and Kendra, you can close your ears because you heard this all before, but my computers for the past 10 months, my gaming computer broke, which took me 3 months to get it back to the way it was, and then the computer that I do all my graphics on, or learning to do graphics, and all the little what do you call them? The little pages that you see, you know, the scene changes and stuff like that, and all the rest of it, and email and things, that broke. And then this week, this gaming computer broke again for the last time. So literally for the past 10 months, it feels like all I've been doing is repairing computers. And but now, like I said, fingers crossed, I got a good system. It's not the best system in the world, but it's running everything I need just more than adequately. And I'm starting to enjoy it. You know, the fun's coming back again. Oh, ice cream. Oh, look at the lighting in the building on the right. How cool is that? Warweg Weiser is the German name for the road signs. Yeah, I don't know where the pronunciation would be in that. Warweg? Yeah, Warwegeiser. It's in there somewhere. Doesn't sound German though, does it? Now let's look at that left wing mirror. Oh, nice. It is. So the bus is doing exactly what I thought it would, and I'm not a bus driver, so I wouldn't know, but it is. It's so basically got 2 9-meter lumps that bends in the middle. So this has now become my favourite bus out of the 2. Nice. And thank you for the German lessons, Kendra. I wish I could repeat them back in a voice that sounded German. Nope, doors. But I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. I certainly am having so much fun today. Look at that. Look. You know, you got priority road signs, the traffic lights that actually... Oh, hang on. What was that light to the right? Is that the cycle path lights, Kendra, do you know? So, VOR. Okay, okay. Oh, VOR. Okay, Warweg Weiser. Budweiser. I will save this for later because I'll be here all day. So Jepson says, lighting engines have vastly improved graphics across all sims within the past few years. Yeah. And look at the RTX graphic cards, Jepson, you know, with the ray tracing. You know, I mean, I know we can't get them. That's why I was able to fix this computer, because I had a computer sitting there waiting on an RTX card that I refused to pay huge amounts of money for. And, but it makes such a difference. The light engine in MSFS, yes, absolutely, mate. So I'm going to get stuck here. So that's nice, Kendra, that they have the lights for the cycle paths. Okay. Blockhouse. Oh, that's right. We're going to stop there and get lunch the other day, weren't we? I think. Pronunciation. But this is really, really, really just in one patch. There's colour in the sky now, you know. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the weather. I'm feeling adventurous. Dynamic at the moment in the summer isn't very dynamic. Let's try storm, eh? Let's try storm. Let's go for it. Hey, now where's my wipers? Oh, I should have checked the wipers. There we go. Excellent. So, nope, that extra traffic lights are normally for buses, cyclists, sub-cyclists. Ah, sorry. You know, that's the thing about the chat. I thought you were saying correct, as in those lights were for cyclists. I got you.
Turmstraße, Beusselstraße.
But look at the colour of the sky there. I mean, we actually got colour now. This is nice. Oh, there's a cycle in. Get it, the cycle in, James. Oh, wait for time. 5 minutes. And I'm glad they've actually extended the times for the routes to be a bit more accurate. And that was one of the major things in the Discord that people were saying that needed fixing, and I think they've done a splendid job there. I think they've done a splendid job with everything, in all honesty. We know there's a lot of improvement, but you know what, we also know it's going to take a year to 18 months to get this as a true out the door production ready simulator, you know. But so far, loving it, absolutely loving it. Alright, let's see what Kendra says. Sorry, chat and voice are not synchronized on every stream. Yeah, that's fine. And it happens sometimes, you know, it happens. I mean, to be honest, I'm still amazed that with technology I can sit here in the Midwest of America talking to people all over the world, you know. So the fact we can do anything like this and play a game. Printing tickets, nice. Alright, €10, nice, thank you. Exact money. And look, they've got different clothing on as well. Oh, busy day today. AB, man. $120. What do you want? Single ABC, man. Goodness me, people. Option single, okay. This is the busiest I've ever been with actual manual transactions, which is nice, you know, which is nice. Adds a bit of variety. Right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Bear with me. Okay. I'm not that familiar with the shout out. It only shows your Twitch channel, mate. But yeah, definitely, mate. It's you know, make sure that you guys share the love with Scotland Comet Project as well there. So he said we've created another YouTube channel called Scottish ID3 Driver, which will be exclusive to vlogs. Okay, yeah, please, honestly, there's a place in Two Tone Murphy's Discord for you know, for sharing stuff like that as well. And please feel free to share it in mine as well. Excellent. Cool. Right, let's shut the doors. Man. Oops. There we go. So all the right-hand bends up until now have been my Achilles heel, shall we say. But now I'm really enjoying them with the big bus as well. Yeah, so lads and lasses, make sure you take a short break, have a wee bit of water and have a stretch. Something I should have done a wee bit ago, actually. But I'm enjoying it too much. So let's see how far... Look at that. Sorry. See that? I actually managed to not clip the curb and stay on the correct side of the road. Oh, my driving is just improving. And yeah, I know it couldn't get any worse. It really couldn't. I was starting to buy wing mirrors in bulk at one point. Look at that, will you? That's... Oh. Now see, here's the thing. The cab door or the cab light has not turned off. I think I'm going to have to do a keyboard macro or something. You know, a keyboard macro is just something that makes it look like the mouse is doing it. Well, that'd be a mouse macro then, I guess, off the keyboard. So the light... Yeah, the light was turning off in the previous 1.2 update, but in this one it's not. Not a big deal. So Kendra says you did a fast jump to follow Scotland Comet Project. Not following Kendra. Could you elaborate a little bit, please? So Kendra also said the people are not wearing rain gear, if you want to let the developers know that. Ah, right. So here's the thing. The clothing at the moment is based upon season. So if you go in the winter months, they've got hat, gloves, scarf on and coat. And then in the summer, they got like their vests on and their t-shirts and things like that. So it's seasonal as opposed to weather dependent. And that's the way it's written at the moment. But thank you for letting me know that, Kendra. It's, you know, it's the sort of questions that people ask, you know. And here we are back at the kebab shop. Let's see if it's open or not. Ah, and the kebab shop's still open. You see, yeah, yeah, look at her. She's got, I don't know what you call that. A blouse? No, I don't know what you call that. Maybe Kendra, you can help me. What that lady's wearing in a floppy hat. Not really for this sort of weather, but again, it's just due to the season because we're in May. Alrighty. Oh, right, I get it, Kendra. Yep. You're now back. Cool. Doors. And we're making up time nicely. This is sweet. We're a minute late at the moment. So I think not today, but I think probably my next stream I'm going to... Yeah, and shorts. A top. How simple. Yeah, just call it a top. Yeah. Me trying to get fancy with my names there. But... Oh, right. That was close. That was close. But I'm still in the right lane. Yeah, and the feedback through the steering wheel as I go over the drain covers is very cool. And I do panic a bit with the forward. I do panic a bit with the brake as well. Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody would wear that, says Kendra. You know, it's Scotland. I actually do the other way around. You can't really post to Twitch. But you can take videos from Twitch and post them to YouTube, and that's what I do. I've got it on a schedule, and which I had to set up manually, but there's no way to actually post videos to YouTube. Sorry, Twitch, mate. So Yeah, so if you have a look at my channel and all those videos that are out there, those are all just past streams. I'm really getting used to using my left wing mirror as well. It's all part of that, trying to be a better driver here. And you know, I haven't thanked everybody for a while, so everyone that's watching this, if you're new to the channel, thank you very much, and your company is always welcome. Very nice of you to take apart your day to come by and just keep me company while I play in my favourite sim at the moment called The Bus. The Bus. And we nearly finished, everybody. We're nearly finished. I'm probably going to call it a day when we get to the airport. What have been good? Can somebody do a exclamation point uptime, please? I'm just curious. I could always set a clock to do that, but I'm just curious at the moment as to how long a couple of hours perhaps, I think. Ah, there we go, a couple of hours. Excellent. And again, I'm just checking the bot out as well. I think I've got everything the way it's supposed to work. Bots and buttons. Bots and buttons. The downfall of a streamer. Okay, where are we for time? Departed. I've caught up. I've made up my time. This is extremely nice. You see, the thing about simming is the feeling of achievement. And I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere now. The things are more realistic, the timetable is more realistic, and you know, I know some of my jump views aren't that realistic, but really shut the door, James. I'm a minute ahead of schedule, and I know that's probably frowned upon in a you know, you should leave on time, but wow. I think next stop is the GPS. Oh dear. That's what happens. Yeah, that's okay. I will admit that. I will admit that was my own fault. And not bad driving. As in, I wasn't looking. I guess you could call that bad driving. Oh dear, and I was doing a happy dance in my chair then as well. I knew I was too close. It was one of those, I should have slammed on the brake, but I didn't. Too busy grinning from ear to ear, to be honest, so as I was saying, I'm probably this pink bus again. I wonder if they ever move the AI traffic, or the static traffic rather. But I'm probably going to call it a day in a minute. It sounded a bit confusing, going to call it a day in a minute. Going to call it a day in a moment. Once we get to the airport, I'm probably going to end the stream, I think. So yet again, thanks everybody for stopping by. I probably need to go up and check on the little doggies anyway. And I'm doing 57 kilometers an hour, I know. So Kendra says, I was wondering a minute before if that would be the equivalent to flight sim, that the cars will disappear. Huh.
Flughafen
Tegel.
Tegel.
Tegel. Okay, silent L. Flughafen. I need to say it more rhythmically. Oh, squeaky wipers. But you know what, in a way, I'm glad that and I probably need to be in this lane, don't I? Yeah. I'm glad that I hit something with the front of the vehicle, and I'll tell you why. I was really concerned about the back of the vehicle not coming around the corners nicely. It's so far that has not been my problem, and you know, it's right. So that's his 30. GPS is 50, and I said that earlier, so that's fine. So I'm just making a mental note here. What's that, Kendra? It says you can drive through them. What was that? Probably need to just catch up a wee bit. The equivalent of... Oh, right. Understood. Yes, si comprende. Okay, I get you. Yes. Si entiendo. Right, got it. I get it. Yeah, I don't think you can drive through them. That's probably why I keep running into them. Isn't it strange? I'm talking, you're typing, and together we make sense like 99% of the time. Look at the sky now, look at it. Sorry, again, it's that excitable moment. Look at it. Wow. Outstanding work here, I tell you. I really would like to know how long it took them to get the streets, the buildings and everything, and the layout, and you know, I mean, that's not something you do in 5 minutes, unless of course something like GPS, Google Maps perhaps, but it's extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. Wow. And I have to say, this is the end of the journey of one of the best streams I've ever had. I can honestly say I've enjoyed that for both the company and turn the wipers off. And just the journey itself, and you know what? It's just been truly outstanding, you know. So let's get everyone off, and the route is complete, and that's something that was missing before. Let's get everybody off, and then I'll probably turn the engine off actually. So let's do lights. Lights. Oh, that was the reverser. Lights off. Engine off. And I've still got that light on, don't I? Let's get that off. There we go. Yeah, so that's broken. So let's jump outside for a second or two. So there we are, everybody. There we are. Oh, look at the inside. I know it's not great. I mean, it's superficial, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They've added a little bit of texture, a little bit of detail that you see from afar. So, ladies and gents, I tell you what, Scotland, everybody, thank you. And Jebson said it's impressive. Thanks, Seamus. Thanks, Kendra. Yeah, you're all wonderful out there. And I want to thank everybody for being here. And hopefully we'll catch you again on another stream. And Scotland, like I says, me and you, let's work together. Let's get a stream that I can dedicate to you, wherever you want on it, mate. And we'll have a wee chat about that. So, without further ado, first time I've said that, everyone have a stupendously wonderful day, and I'll have a drink and calm down a bit. Okay, everybody, take care now, and bye-bye for now. Bye.
It's plain and simple, dear. I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn. Your pawn. Your pawn. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay with love